What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay. Making her debut on the channel tonight! We have, hope this is right, we have Liv Moon. Yes, indeed. How about that? Liv Moon making her debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Sean, and this is actually one of Sean's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Sean. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Sean wanted to see me react to this. Is Liv Moon doing, I guess, a solo rendition of some kind of one of the tunes from Vivaldi, one of the 4 season songs? We're going to be doing The Winter. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes, I have. I'm actually very familiar with this song. I've actually played the song a number of times in various orchestras. So yes, I am quite familiar with this piece of music. Having said that, I have no idea what Liv Moon is going to do. I don't know if she's going to be doing violin. I don't know if she's going to be playing piano. I don't know if she's going to be playing guitar. I have no idea. I have no idea who Liv Moon even is. So I have no idea what's going to happen with this cover. This is a cover, I'm assuming. So full disclosure, I have heard the original song before, so I will not be taking the original song into account during my reaction in any way, shape, or form, okay? I am only going to be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring what Liv Moon does with this piece of music. So please keep that in mind. This was posted by Emrys, or Emrys, I'm not sure, E-M-R-Y-S. Take that for what it's worth. And the video has 19,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Liv Moon, The Winter, Vivaldi, 4 seasons. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
good place. It's any to pause. Okay, first thing right off the bat, it's a lot faster than I remember playing it. I do not remember playing Winter this quickly, at this speed, at this tempo. Even when they started, I noticed it was noticeably faster. I like the approach. I do like the approach. I'm not going to lie, though, I'm a little worried. I love it when bands take covers and they put their own feel on it. They put their own spin on it. And I love what they're doing. I really do. I'm just worried that they may, because there were times where it started to skew a little too far from the original. And it was like, wait a minute, where are you going? You know what I mean? It was almost to the point where it became unrecognizable at places, but they always reeled it back in. So, okay. So far, so good. I really hope they don't skew too far out and the song becomes unrecognizable, because at that point, you've lost the cover. And that's not the goal of doing a cover. You want to put your own spin on it. Yes, absolutely. I love it when bands do. But if it's not recognizable, it's no good. So, but so far, I'm enjoying what I'm hearing. I like the adaptation using the guitar for the guitar and violin duet, just like they did in the original piece where they had the harmonics. Really nice adaptation. I like that. I was wondering how they were going to do that. If it was going to be, I thought it was going to be keyboard and violin, but instead they went guitar and violin, which, nice touch. Really nice touch. Let's keep going here. Uh-oh. Let's pause really quick here, shall we? Again, they skewed. They skewed quite a bit. Now, the good news is that they are always coming back. They're always coming back to the themes, and that's good. But it makes me wonder, is this really a cover, or is this more of a song that was inspired by the winter? And this is, maybe, I don't know how you would approach. The thing is, they're taking pieces from the winter, and they're taking parts and they're playing them directly note for note. But then there's other things that have absolutely nothing to do with the winter, and they just completely skew. So I don't know. Is this a cover? Or is this a song inspired by? But the thing is, if it's inspired by, they wouldn't be taking direct pieces and putting them into the song. So I guess technically, by definition, it is still a cover, but man, they are skewing way out there on occasion. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's keep going here. On the rim, it's nice. Ah, yeah, one-handed, okay. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a weird one. I'm having a bit of a moral dilemma here. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Liv Moon with their rendition of the Vivaldi song, The Winter. This was a request from Sean, and this was actually one of Sean's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Sean. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. Okay, I had a dilemma with this, and I finally figured it out. I finally decide on a course of action, and as a result, the score reflects it. So, here we go. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
You've often heard me say on the channel that I am a big fan of covers, and I am. I'm definitely a big fan of covers. And there's two ways you can do covers. There is the way that a lot of bands do, where they play the song exactly like the original. Beat for beat, note for note, word for word, tone for tone, everything the exact same as the original. Basically what they do is they make what I like to call a carbon copy. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just I don't think it's very creative, but a lot of bands like to pay homage to their heroes by copying them exactly. And you know what they say, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Well, there you go. That's a great example of it. And then you have the other way of doing covers, which is my personal favorite way of doing it, where you take the song and you give it its own flavor. You put your own spin on it. You make it a little bit different, not quite like the original. You kind of make it your own. And that's how I personally prefer covers to be done. When you do covers like that, I've always warned people, I've always warned bands that are doing cover, whether I'm in the band or not, I've always warned bands that if you're gonna put your own spin on the song, make sure that by paying homage to the song, you make sure that it stays recognizable. Don't go so far out into left field that it doesn't sound like the original anymore. Believe me, I have heard a number of covers where they have taken the song and you can't even recognize it. Like, it doesn't sound anything like the original at all. It sounds like a completely different song. And not always enjoyable. As a matter of fact, very rarely enjoyable. For the purpose of being a cover. Now, this song. Liv Moon took this song. They took Winter from Vivaldi, and they put their own spin on it. Boy, did they ever. Here's the thing. They did skew quite a bit. They went way out into left field quite a few times, but they would always use the original riffs. They would always use the original melodic lines to come back and use them as an anchor, a return point. So they would sail out into left field, and then like a boomerang, they would hook back around and come right back to center again. Now, how do I feel about that? That's the problem. Is this a cover? By definition, yes, it is. But they really took a lot of liberties, if I'm being honest with you. Now, the liberties that they took were really good. They sounded good. I'm not taking anything away from their musicianship. As musicians, they are all very accomplished. But for the purpose of doing a cover, you want to keep the song recognizable. And they did by coming back to those focal points. But when they would go askew, it would go way askew. Sounding like a completely different song. So that was my moral dilemma. I really wanted to give this a higher score. I did. But because they would keep going way out in the left, yeah, granted they would come back, but there were points where it didn't sound like the Winter at all. And that to me kind of, in a way, ruined the flow of Winter. In particular, Winter out of the four has a flow to it. And there's a certain part in about midway, well, it's about a third of the way through the Winter, where it slows down. And we never got that. And then for the last, quarter of the song, it speeds back up and it gets even more intense than the beginning was. I missed that as well. I wonder maybe if that's what the drum solo was. But in any case, it did come back. We did get those recurring themes, but it didn't sound similar enough to the roadmap to, in my opinion, really justify it getting a higher score. They did a fine job, don't get me wrong, and like I said, I'm not taking anything away from their musicianship or their talent or their ability whatsoever. They are all accomplished musicians. I just wasn't thrilled with the format of the song. Now, one other thing I had a little bit of a gripe about. Guitar player got the solo, okay, that was great. Bass player got the solo, okay, and that was great as well, and they both did a fine job. And, you know, the violin player was obviously the focus, and, you know, she got quite a chance to shine as well. Now, the drummer got a chance to solo, which I'm all in favor of. I'm not saying the drummer doesn't deserve to solo. I don't. But, you know, guitar player got 30 seconds. Bass player got 30 seconds. And the drummer got almost 3 minutes. Not exactly balanced, is it? It was a fine solo, don't get me wrong. It was really well done, but if I'm being honest, it was a little long by comparison. Now, if the guitar player had taken 2 minutes and the bass player had taken 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, and then the drummer wanted to take 2.5 to 3 minutes, okay, I could have a easier time swallowing that, but I don't know. I kind of felt like it wasn't exactly balanced. It wasn't exactly fair to everybody. It wasn't across the board. Now, maybe during the course of the entire show, maybe that was it for him. Maybe that was the only place that he got a chance to shine. It's possible. I don't know. I only have this one song to go on. But it did feel unbalanced. It did feel unfair. And I wasn't the biggest fan of it. So the score also came down a little bit for that as well. But still, 8.4, getting a great score nonetheless. I mean, it is still up there. So I don't think anybody has any reason to complain at all. It was a well-done song. I just wish they had stuck to the roadmap a little bit more and drums shortened the solo a little bit, or elongate the guitar and bass solo. Either way, it would have been more balanced. I think it would have been a little more pleasing to the ear. But anyway, 8.4, I feel good with that score. Like I said, musicianship across the board was outstanding. Just wish they had followed the format of the winter a little bit closer. That's all. So, 8.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.